what is it your service provides for families after the loss of loved one? What do you do, and what's your role in that company?
Great question. So I'm the owner and founder. Started this company about 10 years ago, and we are now in 41 states. We help around 15 to 1,600 families a month. And specifically what we're looking at is when someone passes away, we think about the legal side, we think about the funeral side, but we don't think about all of the other personal affairs of our loved ones. Everything from, their email accounts to Social Security benefits, that's a big one, credit cards, bank accounts, because those are the things that attorneys don't help with, that don't get addressed in probate. And families really struggle getting through those next steps. So I'll show you the backside of this big binder. This is one of the largest funeral home conglomerates in the United States. They sell this planner that is supposed to kind of walk through all the next steps with the family. They sell it for about $500 in some markets. And what we have found is families struggle with knowing what to do, and binders or checklists are helpful, but in reality, they just don't want to do those next steps on their own. So we are a concierge service. We white label with funeral homes, hospices, real estate agents, lawyers, and we go in and help that family person to person understand what there is, and then we actually make all the phone calls and all the notifications so that they can get their personal affairs wrapped up. On their own, the average family takes about a year to a year and a half to make those notifications. On average, we're done in less than a week.
Yeah, and on average means half are shorter and half are longer,
right?
Which probably also includes half that never get done, I would think, dealing with these families. And the website is full-circlecare.com. So give me an idea of, who calls you and when do they call you, and then what does that look like at that point?
Great question. So like I said, we white label under most of our partners. And so what typically happens, like in a funeral home, an example there, the funeral home would gift our service as part of their services to the family. They would report the information to us, and we would reach out to that family typically within 72 hours of them meeting with that funeral home. So we white label. So from the family's perspective, we're just ABC Funeral Home calling. I'm your aftercare specialist to help you with all the next steps. And then we like to schedule that appointment out 2 to 3 weeks later, because the family's so overwhelmed right there at the beginning. And then whenever the family's ready, we'll do that appointment where we kind of go through that checklist and those next steps. So that's our typical mode of operation, is getting that death notification and then reaching out to the family a couple days later and scheduling an appointment a few weeks after that.
I hope you liked that video clip. If you want to see more clips from this interview, you can click here. If you see the whole interview, click here.